Donc, what is Couperin? Couperin is the only consortium in France. He had 260 members. You can see on the map there are all the university, 99 university, and we have also all the big national research institutions like CNRS, CEA, INRIA, and things like that. All the research is represented in these consortiums, and the consortium represents the institute. Donc, what's the mission of the consortium? The consortium is negotiating. The first goal, the first aim of the consortium was negotiating with scientific publishers. It was pulling the negotiation and be more stronger with those big publishers. So we are negotiate collective agreements. Some are subscriptions, some are transformative agreements. In France, we don't use too much transformative agreements. We prefer a global deal because we are not sure at all that they are transformative. So we prefer the publish and read agreement, and we are negotiating all the journals, books, bibliographic database. And then with this, we have also some working groups on open science, developing open science to share some good policy, to share good practice in the community between the members. And then we came some leading professional networks to share all the practice. And we are with this consortium, we are also representing the members internationally like I do today. But with ICOLC, with OA 2020 and things like that. Donc, if I have to present the consortium at a glance, so we can say that we spent 130 million per year for the acquisitions, and we are negotiating more than 140 35 research per year, but we have more than 4,000 researchers negotiated by the consortium. We negotiate some very small and very big ones. That's all we share the negotiation. What is important in the consortium that we have not a centralized budget. It's a budget of this institution. The institution are autonomous to take or not the result of the negotiation, and we are negotiate with volunteer negotiators. So we have to share, to come up every negotiator to make them to have the skills. It's not so easy. The steering committees in the consortium, we have the board of directors where Sylvie Rousseau represents the CNRS, for example, and we are also some representative for the university and from high schools too, and from hospital, because some hospitals are members of the consortium also. So after we have some other project, but if we have to talk about them, we will talk another time. So I say that the consortium is a representative of the establishment. So we have a lot of interference and collaborations with French research actors. We have it's a global network. So we are working with the French Higher Education and Research Ministry, with Marin, is representative here. We work also with French National Research Agency, because they pay APC, so we have to know how to make them to process to make the big deal with them. And we are working with the CCSD because in our deal we're trying to negotiate to the copyright of the researchers. I will tell about, and then we will work with with ABES, two other partners on INIST. ABES more for low to contractualization, because it's more and more difficult to have contract with to contract with the publishers, and the INIST for the data, for processing data, and it's very important to have this. Now, if I look a bit further, so we have to help the transformation of scientific publishing towards greater openness and transparency. And transparency is not so easy to achieve. So first of all, reliability and integrity is very important, because we have more and more publication, and the researchers can't read everything. So we have to achieve some system that can give the assurance that what they read is good science. Affordability, I don't know, it's quite evident, because we can see that we have always cost evolution, great cost evolution. So we have to achieve to stop them or to metrize them, and but we have to look to have some fair remuneration for publishers, not to disbalance the system. But what is fair remuneration? That's a problem. I know that's a problem. We want to share open access very, very quickly, and we can't afford 1, 2, 3 years to have the result of the publication. Is too much. And we can see too that we have new functionality that can be achieved. Interoperability. We have the researchers has to use new functionality like text data mining, automatic translation, AI tracking. We are looking very much, because the big publishers are tracking our researchers, looking what they are reading, and it's quite not fair. So what's changed in the negotiation? So first of all, we have to metrize our budgets. So the budget control is very important for us, and we look together article processing charts on subscriptions, because if we achieve a decrease or matrix of budget of subscription, and that it's increase with APC, it's not a good thing. Then we have to choose on analysis the business model. Yeah, as you know, a lot of publishers begin to ask them or propose them some read and publish contract. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. So we in all the thing we are analyzing very much what they offer us on choose what is good. So for this, what's going on for this? We have a lot of data processing we use not to have before, because now it's not only the reading, we have the part of publication, and we have to look all together to metrics to our budget. Another things in other presentations that I see this, we have to negotiate non-exclusive transfer of rights for French publication. That's very important because we see that in some times they make the researchers think complete exclusive right transfer of our publication. It can't be the same. So we have to make all the publication, the researcher keep their right and put on HAL. It's quite very important for France. Then using TDM on AA, limiting usage tracking. So we are looking for special clause to negotiate, and it's quite difficult. So we have a lot of sharing experience with ICOL list or IVIN, because we share how to write the clause, because the publisher want to protect them very much. Not allowed AA usage, and it's not possible in our world. So we have to negotiate that clause, and it's not so easy. What in France we are spending, as I say, around 130 million euros, and for the journals alone, it's about it's less than 100 million euros. I put it in rupee, if you want to say. And for the monitoring of APC, publication on APC, we have an annual. We ask the establishment to measure. And to take all the bill. It's a big work, but with this we can say that it's about between 20 million, and with the estimation of the study of the ministry, it was 30, like show you Marin, and a new study will come to know now this. And the French data for the APC, when we collect them from the establishment, we have all this on Open APC to share with all the world what we are spending. Read and publish agreement in France. So we are very careful. We take signing read and publish agreement, because we don't want to make some big mistakes. So our criteria to sign such a deal is to have a strict budgetary control. We don't want that in the deal they make some hybrid APC. Hybrid APC, it's not allowed to plus the subscription. We can sometimes take some APC full away, because it's not the same model, to make the deal with the publisher. But in France we are we very prefer read and publish than publish and read. We are not clear with publish and read, with based on the numbers of articles. In French, we prefer to stay with the subscription, and then to have an additional services to have all the publication open. So we are negotiating only for the establishment who want those deal, except for Elsevier, that was because it is a national license. And we are, in all the case, we are negotiating a sufficient stock of articles, but it's share articles. Each establishment pay their subscriptions with the thing we have negotiated, but after there's no stock for its institution. We share them because the institution who are paying a lot, they don't want all the article, and the others who are paying less, they have to, they can take the article. It's better for all the people to have this. It's quite good for the hospital because the hospital who are paying a lot of APC in this model, they have a small subscription, and they won't have to pay any APC more. So that we have to re-equilibrate, but it's not at the moment. It's not the deal. We try to integrate full OA into our agreement. Why? Because we thought that if we want a transition, if they make them this, we don't want to negotiate what hybrid article and then full OA article. So we prefer to have a big package because we negotiate an increase that is lower than the increase of the APC. Because when you are looking, for example, I look for Elsevier, the APC is 4 and 5% more per year. So in the agreement we are negotiating less than 2%. So even for the full OA it's quite good because we are paying a lot, but it's capped. We try to request to switch their other model like So I have to promoting new model like subscribe to open. Subscribe to open is to balance. It's the same. And in conclusion, we think that we have to developing a complex ecosystems, and with Diamond, global deal with traditional publishers, and trying to make them to have some good practice. And we begin some deal with open access publishers, and we have to have some open repository, even to make the research available very, very early. So my message is preservation of biodiversity is quite a good.
Long live India and France friendship.